So let's get started, coming first in a seated position. All right. So today we are going to use the wall. Got some props. Block, it's good to have. A strap, you don't need to, but if you guys have it, blanket and maybe a pillow, all right? And you guys can be creative. So let's take a moment to start setting ourselves into the here now. So maybe let's start with some nice cleansing breaths. You're gonna inhale, bring the shoulders all the way up to the ears and let it out on exhale as you drop. Shake it out. Let's take in two more. Inhale, shoulders up, hold. Shake it all out. Let's take one more deep breath in. Inhaling fully. Shake it all out. Let's take gentle twist of that spine to the right. Exhale to the left. Come back to center. On your next inhale, we're going to reach up to the sky, all the way up. Exhale. Bring your hands in Anjali Mudra, prayer position. Let's take a moment, bow to your heart, clear the throat. And we're going to start here with the universal sound of Om. So let's take in 3 ohms together. Inhaling. So let's start with this intention. Think about transformation. What are you willing to let it go? What are you open to receive? Bring this energy and intention to your heart. On your next in breath, you're going to reach up to the sky. And exhale, we're going to release the arms all the way. All right, you guys. So let's come straight to the wall. We're going to use our pillows, all right? So what we're going to do, you're going to take one pillow. If you have 2 pillows, great. You don't have 2, you can take a cushion below the knees. You want to be away from the wall. Your knees are going to be open. Your feet are together, soles of your feet touching. And the other pillow will be along your spine, all right? You're going to come all the way down. And option here are, it's all about to make your guys comfortable. So I like sometimes to use a rolled blanket below my head, or you can use another pillow that's going to help to lengthen in your neck so your chin stores your heart. You may use the blocks, or you can also use extra pillows, all right, to place it below the elbows. You're going to work in here with our breath. So let's start here with some nice cleansing breath. Inhaling, let it out. Let's take in 2 more of this cleansing breath. Inhaling fully. Let it out on your exhale. Take one more cleansing breath. Inhaling fully. Let it out. So now we're going to start, create a rhythm for your breath. So I want you to just start to notice inhalation, exhalation. Just take a moment to notice your natural breath. And as you exhale everything out, we're going to start now creating this new pattern. On your next in breath, you're going to start from your belly. So your belly will rise all the way up to your heart. On your exhale, from the heart, all the way down to the belly. So you're gonna stay in this cycle. Inhaling, belly rise all the way up to your heart. Exhale from the heart all the way down to the belly. Start letting go the hips. You're gonna do a lot of lower back and hips today. So let's just release in your lower back on your exhale, softening the muscles completely that attach it to your spine, feeling your back dissolve, relaxed, face relaxed, inhaling, exhaling. Keeping this breathing, inhaling, belly rise all the way up to your heart. Exhaling from the heart all the way down to the belly. And noticing here, as we start creating this rhythm of your breath, you also start to become alert and connected to the surrounds. You just notice everything that is around you. Start with the sounds, what you hear, noticing what you taste in your palate, the breath. Become aware of the scents around you, what you smell. Notice what you can see in this inner world that has everything you need. And become aware of your skin as you feel every single thing that's touching your body. Keep it breathing, inhaling, belly rise. All the way up to your heart. Exhale, heart. All the way down to the belly. So on your next exhale, let it out again. And exhale. We're going to start to now take the knees together. Bring it towards your chest. And let's move in the knees in a circle to one very gentle movement to one direction. Exhale to the opposite direction. And this time you're gonna round that spine. Take your arms around your legs here. Now let's pull the knees away from you. Give it this nice stretch in the muscles in your back. Drop the chin down and exhale. Now we're gonna come down, you guys. But now you're gonna release all the props, the blood pillow below your back, all right? And below the knees. Just leave on the side for now. And what we're gonna do, we're gonna come a little closer to the wall, but not too close. This is important. You wanna make sure your knees are in 90-degree angle. Very important, your back is nice in your mat, all right? Again, if you guys need an extra cushion for your neck, go forward. Take your feet to the wall. This is gonna be really good for your back. So now, I want you guys to notice your knees should be aligned with the hips, and you're gonna drop the hips down. It's almost like you feel a little arch, right? But you're not over an arch, you're not puffing the ribs. Take the ribs in, but keep the hips down. And now let's adjust the neck. Take the hands, just grabbing behind into your head here on your next inhale. Exhale, you're gonna lift the head up. Take a gaze towards your belly button. Roll the shoulders back. And then you're going to release the head all the way down, keeping the chin towards your heart. All right. So stay here. Take a moment to feel your spine. Get a block, and you're going to place a block between your legs. For those who don't have a block, you may use two fists here so you keep the distance. But you want to keep the legs engaged. That's why we have the block, so you keep those inner thighs working. You can always use a book as well.
Place the block in a vertical position between your legs, and I want you to squeeze that block. So squeeze the block. All right. Now let's start here. Make sure you guys, your feet are not below the knees, right? Make sure the feet is either aligned with the knees, can be a little higher, all right, but not below. Drop the hips down, shoulder back. Take the arms now towards the side of your body, and you're gonna bend the arms at your elbows. Now retract the shoulders back, and you're gonna lift the chest. Stay here. So now we arch, right? We arch the ribs here. Pressing from the feet. So I want you to push the wall. Feel the grip of your feet. Pressing the wall, pushing down and forward. Sorry, pressing down and upward, right? Squeeze the block, and then inhale. Let's lift the hips all the way up. Now, once you're here, squeeze the block, inhale here. This is important on your exhale. You're gonna tuck in the tailbone in, tucking in. So this is a stabilization. You're really using the core, and you're gonna undulate in that spine, vertebrae by vertebrae, all the way down, slowly, all right? As soon as the hips come down, you're gonna drop the hips back down to that 6 o'clock, so you drop the tailbone down. That's it. We're gonna stay in this cycle. Inhale, press into the feet, press into the elbows and the shoulders, take your hips higher. Squeeze the block here. Exhale, tuck the tailbone in from the ribs very slowly. Take all the way down. And you're keeping squeezing that block. Your core starts from your inner thigh, so you really want to engage those legs as well. Feel more breath. This already should feel good. Inhale, press into the feet. Use the elbows and your shoulders. Go a little bit further. Pushing the wall away from you. Take your hips more forward. Exhale. Squeeze the block round very slowly. Vertebrae by vertebrae. Take the hips all the way down. Keep squeezing the block. As soon as they drop the hips down, one more round. Let's take your last one. Inhale, push into the wall. Take the hips all the way up, up, up. Pushing forward. Exhale. Tuck the tailbone in. Very slowly. Come all the way down. Squeeze the block. Squeeze, 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 squeeze the block. And take all the way back down. All right, now we're gonna stay here, all right? So again, noticing your back, chin towards your heart. Now we're gonna release the block, and let's start waking up those hamstrings. Hammies, oh yes. They cannot never lie, yeah? So let's take your right leg up, flex the right foot. We're gonna interlace the fingertips around your right thigh. Let's move in this right ankle joint in a circle, big circle. Just the foot, okay? Exhale to the opposite direction. All right, now we're gonna flex and point. The tendency here is that we tend to let the head fall back, yeah? Make sure that your chin is slightly towards your heart. Now let's flex the foot, inhale here. Exhale as you point the foot. Inhale, flex, feel all the way to the hamstring. Exhale as you point. Last breath, inhale, flexed, stay here. Now let's take that fourth figure. You're gonna take your right ankle on top of your left knee. And what you're gonna do now, option. If you wanna go a little closer to the wall, this is just gonna be more intense, right? And right in your piriform. So I wanna make sure that your hips are dropping down. That's how you're gonna feel deeper into the right piriforms, right into the glutes. And then option here, you can take this right hand to push the right knee away from you. You can always use a block below the right elbow to give you more support, and we're gonna stay here. Now let it go the foot, relax the shoulders, relax everything we hold in here. So again, if you wanna go deeper, come closer to the wall, drop the hips down. So your tailbone should come down, all right? Make sure not tucking the tailbone up. Beautiful. Drop the hips down. Inhaling here, let it out on exhale. The power of the breath, it's what is really doing the work of releasing any stagnated energy or prana in the body, but it's really about taking us to the present moment. That's why this experience is such a profound experience, different than any other exercise. This is a mindful practice. Every movement, you're aware of it with the breath. Can you drop the hips a little bit more? Inhale. Let it out on your exhale. Nice. At the end of exhalation now, what are we gonna do now? You're gonna take your right leg, cross over the left. And you're gonna walk this left foot just one step to the right, all right? Now, you're gonna take your right heel closer to the left ankle. We're gonna do a twisting, inhaling here. Exhale, we're gonna twist now. Now, when you twist in here, you guys, you're gonna twist it to the left, okay? So you're gonna take all the way, slide this left foot all the way. And you twist it to the left, open the right arm out, and then twist the torso to the right as you twist the knees to the left and let it out through the mouth. Feeling this nice lower back twist. Make sure your knees are aligned with the hips but not below or not higher than the hips. Feel a breather here, inhale. Let it out. At the end of exhalation, come back to sit. So take your left foot back here, stabilize that spine. You still have the right leg cross over the left. Now squeeze those ankles in. So take your right ankle in, inhale. Now we're gonna twist to the opposite side. And now use the power of this right leg to take the left knee down. Make sure not puffing the ribs, ribs in, gaze over to the left fingertips. And make sure here that your left shoulder is down to the ground. Inhaling here and exhale. At the end of exhalation, you're gonna come back to center. This time, take your right leg up, bend this right knee, interlace the fingertips around your right shin. Now moving this knee in a circle to one direction. Exhale to the opposite direction. Take your right leg up, shake it out for a moment, and let's take your right foot back to that neutral position. Before we go to the other side, you are to reset yourself. Tailbone down, shoulders back, watch for the neck, chin towards your heart, come back to the breath, left leg up. All right, interlace the fingertips now around your left thigh. Let's start with big circle from the foot, big circle. Inhaling here. Nice. Exhale to the opposite direction. Just focus in the breath and the sensations in your body. Now we're gonna flex and point. Inhale, flex the foot so you feel in your hammies, right? Flex, exhale, point. Inhale, flex the foot. Exhale, point. Let's take one more. Inhale, flex, stay here. Bend that left knee, take that forefinger. Again, if you need to go a little bit closer to the wall, it's just gonna be a little deeper. Yes, but make sure that you drop that tailbone down. So option here, you can do the same way you did it from the other side. Take that block below the left elbow and then take the left hand inside of your left knee and push this left knee out. Come back to the breath. Oh yes, just take a moment to feel the opportunity we have when we come into this experience where you dedicate it truly to yourself is to be curious. Just notice. Noticing what are you experiencing right now. Feel it. Feeling is healing. And notice awareness is such a powerful tool we have for transformation. It's about becoming full in touch with our essence, our truth. And here's an opportunity for us to practice self-awareness by just notice and feeling it. The breath. Can you drop the hips a little bit more, softening the glutes? Try to relax the left foot. Relax the shoulders, relax the face. Let it out. At the end of exhalation now, what are we gonna do? You're gonna walk this right foot to step in a one. You're gonna take this left leg, cross over the right. Your knees are still 90 degrees, yeah? Now take this left ankle towards your right ankle. Open the arms out, inhale. We're gonna do that twisting to the right. So moving all the way to the right. Make sure your feet are still touching to the wall. And that's helped here with that align where your knees should be aligned with your hips or lower, but not higher. Exhale, twisting the torso to the left side and face relax. Inhaling and exhaling. Where can you let it go? One more breath. Inhale here. And exhale, let it out. At the end of exhalation, we're gonna walk back to the center, stabilize that spine again. We're still here with your left leg cross over, inhale. Now we're just gonna do the twist to the opposite side. So now you're gonna feel in your IT band of your right side. Now drop this left foot down so you really feel deeper all the way to IT band and your piriforms. As you rotate the torso to the right, gaze over to the right fingertips and let it out. Let it out completely. At the end of exhalation, we're gonna walk you back. Take your left leg up. Bend this left knee, take towards your chest. Interlace the fingertips around your left shin. Moving the knee in a circle to one direction. Exhale to the opposite direction. And then shake it out the leg. All right. All right, you guys, we're gonna go a little bit deeper. So now I want you guys to come a little closer to the wall. Not too much. So make sure that your hips are not touching to the wall, but come as closer as you can. This is gonna be a little more intense, all right? This is gonna really open up the groins as well. We're gonna do that frog position. So now you're gonna take the feet to the wall, wide, open the legs, keep the knees bent here. Options are you may place a block or pillows below the knees. This is gonna really help to support also your back so you can just surrender, all right? This is optional. If you wanna go deeper, let it go the blocks. And another option to go deeper, this is for you guys if you wanna go deeper, is to take a pillow and you're gonna place on top of your legs. So that's gonna create a weight and that's gonna allow in the hips to open up and surrender. Or you can just place the hands here. Take a deep breath, inhale, take a breather here. Surrender means letting go of control. There is a lot of resistance in the hips. And the resistance in the hips has to do because our connection to the world, to the earth. The hips connecting to the root chakra, which is located right at the base of your spine. Chakras are vortex, wheel of energy. And the root chakra connecting to the earth is the energy of stability, is the energy that ground us. to the moment, to this world. So all the worries and concerns relating our security in life in many forms, physically, financially, emotionally, spiritually. It's because there is a disconnection to the earth. That's why when we work with the hips, it feels so good. It gives us this sensation of relaxation, but also presence. The mantra for this chakra, or the affirmation for this chakra, is I trust. I trust that everything is gonna be okay. The universe is always providing everything we need. So you can let it go. Can you drop more the knees? Can you soften the muscles in your back? Make sure that your tailbone is not tucking in. Drop down. Oh yes, you guys, I feel it too. It's not comfortable. It shouldn't be comfortable, because if it's comfortable, there is no change. There is no transformation. So when we come into transformation, it is about get out of your comfort zone. But it's juicy, yes? That's where we practice ahimsa. So it's not painful. Sometimes transformation can be painful in the emotional level. But when coming to the asanas, it's not about push ourselves too hard, but have an effort. Make an effort for transformation to happen. Can you let it go more than knees? How is your breath? I know it's intense, this one. This is the peak pose for our class, which means this is the most intense pose of the entire class we're doing today. So allow your body to release and surrender completely. Come back to the breath, few more rounds here. Inhaling. And exhaling. This time, we're gonna release the pillows, put it aside, if you have the pillows or the blocks. And now we're gonna take the hands, we stay here for a while. So be careful when you're coming out, all right? Please be mindful. All right, so we're gonna take the hands right here below the knees, and you're gonna start walking the feet, helping with your hands as you walk the feet all the way towards the center. Bring your knees to your chest and moving the knees in a circle to one direction. Give it this nice low back massage. Exhale to the opposite direction. We are still here into the wall, all right? This time you might need a strap, you guys. And you're gonna take the legs up. Option here are, all right, some people don't like to use anything below the hips. This is totally optional, all right? If you wanna have more support in your lower back, some people like to use a block below the sacrum, all right? This is optional. You can use a pillow. I particularly don't like to use anything. I wanna completely my back flatten to my mat, but I like to use a cushion for my neck. And that's help with the lengthening of my neck as I keep my chin towards your heart, so my neck is not falling back, all right? Okay. We're gonna stay here for a while, so let's enjoy this nice restorative pose. And option here also are, this is the beauty of yoga. Yeah, we don't need anything. We have everything already what we need, but props helps. So if you wanna have a strap around your leg to support your legs, you can take a strap or a belt and you're gonna make a circle. with your belt or strap. I don't know what kind of strap you guys have it, but whatever you have it, we're gonna make a circle, okay? How wide do we wanna do circle, you guys? Go to your hips, so measure the same width of your hips, and you're gonna place around your ankle. You wanna go wider, go for it. Just go a little bit wider, all right? It's really up to you how wide you want it. And we're gonna stay here. So let's go back to that breathing pattern that we start the class. One hand to your heart, the other hand to your belly. And we're gonna stay for a few breaths, inhaling, breathing through the belly, all the way up to your heart. Exhale, heart, all the way down to the belly. Inhaling, belly rise, all the way up to your heart. Exhaling from the heart, all the way down to the belly. If you want to cover your eyes, you may use a towel or maybe a pillow if you have it, as this is a very yin, restorative pose. It takes the pressure out of your heart, so it supplies fresh blood to the brain, as it works with your parasympathetic system, which is responsible for relaxation. Surrender your back. So let's stay here as long as you need, enjoying all these feelings, sensations. Enjoy the experience you're having right now. Keep it breathing through the belly, inhaling all the way up. Exhaling all the way down. So as we're here, we're gonna do some facial massage. Oh yes, facial yoga. And this is very therapeutic. I talk about this a lot in class, right? Just a reminder. The energy of the face is the energy of the mind. We call this in yoga Udana Vayu, which is one form of prana, life force. So it's very healing therapeutic when we actually massage the face. And what we're gonna do, we're gonna interlace the fingertips, take the thumbs, and you're gonna place it just on top of your, right in between your eyebrows. Pressing in and up and down. Those are Vata points in Ayurveda. Vata has to do with air and ether, space. So Vata has to do with movement. It's the wind in China, in Chinese. In Chinese medicine, it always look also to harmonize Vata because it's responsible for movement. Stagnated energy means it's not moving. That's why when we come into this therapeutic experience, it's all about moving stagnated energy so prana can flow. And that's when healing happens. This time, let's take the thumbs now, right into the side of your nostril, pushing in and down. Now we are in the sinuses point, or kapha points, which is the earth and water. Open up the sinuses, really good if you have allergies. This class is great throughout the summer, restorative, because summer we focus on the Pitta dosha, which is the fire. So what that means, this class is very cooling for Pitta, very relaxing. Because in Ayurveda, we want to find balance. So when we think about fire, to bring balance, we want to bring cooling. And now keep this pressure into the side of your nostril, pushing down to the bone. And now we're going to slide the thumbs out towards the temples. And once you get into the temples, let's give a few rounds in a circle to one direction. Exhale to the opposite direction. And now what are we gonna do? You're gonna take those fingers together and you're gonna place it right in here to the center of your eyebrows. It's like you open up this third eye, like you brush it out just 3 times. And now we're gonna slide the hands into the hairline. So take those 10 fingers, starting here into the hairline, and you're gonna slide all the way with a pressure in the fingertips, all right? Slide all the way back to the crown, all the way back. And once you're here, you're gonna massage your scalp. Massage your scalp. Nice, feeling this nice massage, which is also very relaxed, but really good for the brain. As activating some points to help us to be present and focused right into the center of your crown. And now we're gonna do, you're gonna rub the hands together. And let's just place the palms on top of your eyeballs, fingertips facing up. And just take a moment to feel the power within. We are all healers. Being a healer is not a gift, it's a skill. As Miss Caroline from the author from Anatomy of the Spirit, great book. And she says that we are healers. The difference is that being a healer required self-care, as we are doing now. So we're becoming more in touch with the truth and more aligned with the moment. Take a moment here to feel this healing power within. And just very slowly, start sliding this hand down to your face, down to your neck, to your chest, relaxing your body. And very slowly gonna now bend your knees, release that strap. We're still here, rock a little bit. You're gonna do a gentle spinal twist. Open the arms out like a T, inhale here. Exhale, let's just move in the knees to the left side, gaze over to the right, fingertips, let it out. Come back to center, inhale. And then exhale as you rotate to the opposite side and let it out. At the end of exhalation now, very slowly, let's roll to the right side, you guys. We're gonna come all the way now to the hands and knees. Hello. Oh yes, it's been a while we're on your back. So now let's take a moment to move the body freely. So let's take the knees directly under the hips, palms directly under the shoulders. And we're just gonna take the hips back, maybe coming forward. Exhale, take it back. Last one here. And then exhale, let's take a child's pose. You can keep the knees open or traditional child's pose, the knees are touching. And you're gonna come all the way down with your hips down. Options are place one face on top of the other, rest the forehead there. You can always use a pillow or a blanket to support your head. And maybe take the arms back towards the feet so you surrender here and let it out. Ah, very humble pose. Child's pose. Let it out. This is also really good for Vata dosha. Vata resides in the colon. So it's also, this pose, it's very beneficial for our digestion. Vata tends to get constipated when it's aggravated. And this pose really helps because massage the internal organs, massaging your belly, so the energy can move. Can you let it go the shoulders? Let it go the face, head. Let it go everything. How is your breath? Let it out. At the end of exhalation, now you're gonna come with your arms forward. And then you're gonna come all the way. Now what are we gonna do? You're just gonna take a little variation of your upward dog. Take the hips forward. Don't shrug the shoulders, roll the shoulders back and lift the heart. Now, open the chest here. Push into the floor. Try to keep the hips still low, but keep the lift the chest here, guys. And just let's rock the hips side to side. Just a little bit, side to side. Inhale here. Don't shrug the shoulders. Open up. One more breath. Exhale. Round now, like a cat stretch. Round. And take the hips all the way back towards the heels again. So let's move into these two poses, all right? In one breath. Inhale, come all the way up. Bring your hips forward. Open the chest. Lift the heart. Don't shrug the shoulders. Exhale. Press into the palms round like cat stretch. And take the hips all the way back towards the heels. Let's take one more of this. This is really good to neutralizing your back. Inhaling, open up. Don't shrug the shoulders, lift it through the heart. Exhale, round, and take all the way down towards the heels. This time you're gonna come back to the hands and knees. And then from here, we're gonna take the knees forward, crossing the legs, and let's come into a seated now. Take your legs forward for a moment and bring your hips halfway forward. All right, you're gonna get ready for the mat, all right? So on your next inhale, bring your arms forward. You can take the hands to the knees, or you're gonna roll the shoulders back. Take the head up, let the head fall back, and roll the shoulders back. Inhale. Now exhale. Take the chin towards your heart. You're gonna round that spine. Now we're gonna come all the way to your mat and bring the knees with you this time. Knees to your chest, moving the knees in a circle to one direction. Exhale to the opposite direction. And this time, let's give ourselves a nice hug. Take the knees all the way in. Wrap the arms around your legs. Bring your forehead to the knee. You're going to squeeze everything as tight as you can. Hold. And exhale. Take a cleansing breath. So now I'm going to leave it completely up to you as you take this moment for your nice and juicy Shavasana. So you can take any variation or just stay here and enjoy it. Let it out. So once you find a place that you can completely relax, I'm gonna guide you to this nice relaxation in Shavasana.
So just make sure that you feel comfortable wherever you are. And let's take one more cleansing breath. Inhale. Ah. Allowing your feet to be relaxed. Your legs dissolving to the mat. Your hips relaxed. Feeling your entire back, chest, shoulders, arms relaxed. Feeling your neck, your face, your head, your brain relaxed. In your mind is in every single pore of your body. Shavasana. Stay in this experience until you hear the bell. And this is an opportunity to surrender and be curious. Enjoy the ride. Shavasana. Whenever you're ready, take a deep breath in. Let it out through the mouth. Start waking up the body gently, wiggling the toes, fingers, wrists. Take a moment to stretch the body. Reach the arms all the way up overhead. Exhale, stretch it out. Take your breath. Oh, yes. Take a moment to wake up the body. Very slowly bend the knees, bring your knees to your chest. Rock a little bit side to side. Inhale to the left. Exhale to the right. Stay on your right side for a moment. Go into this fetus position, symbolized rebirth. That's what we practice in yoga. We honoring the cycle of life. So now we are in this new state of being, refresh. And with that intention, start to come up to sitting very slowly. As you come into sitting, let's just move the body. Take your time. And you can start moving the body, maybe your spine, maybe the neck. Don't think about right or wrong. Let's be organic. And then find your stillness whenever you're ready. Come into the stillness. Place one palm on top of the other in your lap. Take a deep inhale and let it out. So I'd like to close with a Shitali Pranayama, all right? So if you can do the Shitali, you're gonna do the other. We're gonna give you two options. So if you can roll the tongue like this, you're gonna do through the teeth. All right, this is really good for the summer, especially if you have hot flashes and if you get too much heat. This really helps to calm the body. Cooling the body and calm the mind. And it's really good actually if you feel agitation, anxiety, tension. It's really help to cool down the pitta. We use the Shi Mudra. Mudra means hand gesture. Index finger and thumbs touching on top of your lap. That's also connecting to the lung and the brain. So let's just take a moment here. Inhale, let it out. So what are we gonna do? We're gonna just take in 3 rounds, and then you guys can do it yourself at least for 7 rounds, so you can really feel the benefits if you anytime that you need it throughout your day. All right. So let's do it. I'm gonna demo first. So the way we're gonna do it, we're gonna inhale either one, roll in the tongue or through the teeth. And at the top, you sip and you hold for 3, 2, 1. Now exhale, very passive. Let everything out. All right. So now we're gonna do the roll in the tongue. So do either one. Inhaling, sip and hold. 3, 2, 1. Let it go. Very passive on your exhale. One more. Inhale. Sip and hold for 3, 2, and 1. And just noticing how you feel for a moment. Bring your palms in Anjali Mudra, preposition bow to your heart. With your gratitude to give yourself this juicy time to connecting within, so important. Be grateful. And let's close with our Om Shanti 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 Hari Om. Clear the throat, inhaling. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Hare Palms in Jaya Mudra overhead. And gesture for victory. Thank you so much for connecting virtually. We are all together. We are all one. Namaste. Thank you, guys.